Ladies and gentlemen, today is May 7th, and I'm Jung Lo. Here we go, the owner of a Dragon House. Right next to me, we're having an upcoming rising star, undefeated in his MMA record, 5-0 now, right?
4-0 right now.
4-0.
Yeah.
Ricky Lopez come from Martinez. Will be fighting on our upcoming event, Dragon House 29, in the heart of San Francisco Kezar Pavilion. Now, Ricky, you are 19 years of young age. Let's introduce you to all the MMA fight fans out there. Who you are, where you come from, where are you growing up?
So I'm Ricky Lopez. I'm 19 years old, like you said. I train at Fight Core International. I started training there when I was about 15. I started wrestling in high school, and they brought me under their wing and been taking care of me ever since. And I got a good team behind me. And I live in Martinez. I live probably like 5 minutes away from my gym, so that's real convenient. So I'm able to train as much as I can. And I'm excited for this one.
And you have a newborn baby coming up?
Yeah, I just found out I'm going to be a father coming October of 2018, so that's exciting too. So I got a lot going on right now. But I'm focused on this one, and I'm excited.
So after your baby come out, you might have to take a few months off just to learn how to be a dad.
Yeah, definitely.
That's another full-time job to have. Now, let's talk about you. 19 years old, you're 4-0. To many fighters coming into fight in the cage, a lot of them they like what they do, but like I can kind of see you as making the MMA as your career, you know.
Yeah, definitely. That's been my goal since I got started with this. You know, I want to be one of the best in the world, and that's just my goal. I want to be the best, and I'm only 19 right now, and you know, a lot of people might knock me and look at my fights and say I got a long ways to go, but I do. I'm still learning every fight, and I'm getting better every day in the gym, and I think there's no limit to what I can do.
And from what I've seen on your last fight, you have phenomenal hands. So let's talk about a little boxing training. So who you train?
I work with Travis Wilkins on my boxing. He's kind of an OG. He was like a very seasoned amateur boxer, and actually broke his hand and had needed surgery right before he made his pro debut. But he's an OG. He's like 56 years old, still in the gym. Wow. Got to 8-pack, and he's hands on with me, working with me. So blessed to have him as my coach, and he's gets a lot of the credit for that.
You're definitely very tall and lanky for your weight class. I know this upcoming fight, you're fighting a 135-pound fight, and is this the weight class you want to plan on to stay in the future when you turn pro too?
I think right now as an amateur I'll stay at 135. I even might bump up and take a fight at 140 or something, but once I turn pro I want to get a nutritionist and get my diet right and get down to 125.
Because you're about 5'9"?
I'm about 5'8", 5'7.5". Yeah.
Okay.
So I think at 125, I don't think there's no one that's going to be able to stop me. I'm just going to be stronger and longer and lankier and at my range, you know. So.
Well, 19 years of young. So let's talk about your upcoming fight. You're against the guy who's also undefeated. It's 2-0, Ulysses Molina. What's your thought on the very game opponent like him?
You know, I watched his fights, and he's very good, but his last performance I wasn't too impressed with. I thought he could have done a lot better. He was kind of losing the fight until he stopped it in the last round, and it was a little bit of an early stoppage to me also because it looked like the guy was getting out of it and going to a single leg. But he is a very game opponent, and I'm excited for this one. This is one that gets you out of bed in the morning, and it definitely is. You know, I'm excited for this. He's a well-known guy making a name for himself, and I'm trying to take that away from him. So I'm excited.
What's your game plan coming into this fight against him?
I think everyone knows if you just watch our fights how it's going to be. We're going to stand and we're going to bang. I think that's how if you watch our fights, you'll know. And I'm excited for that. And I think I have an edge on him.
For sure. I mean, physically, the way I look at it, you definitely have a little bit more advantage on him. You're taller, longer, more lankier. The last fight, watching him fight, looks like his stand-up need to have some more work in. Need to sharpen up a few different things. And when you fight, your hands definitely look really flawless. So I don't know what game plan is coming in for Molina. I know he's training camps in Canada for this upcoming fight. So let's see what package he's going to bring in for the Dragon House 29. I'm very, very excited as personally watching this upcoming fight. 2 undefeated amateur fighters go out, and somebody's going to take the first loss. And this will be the headliner on the undercard. You guys will be the main event on the undercard, the 8 fights undercard. This will be number 8. So all the fight fans out there, stay tuned. And all the pros 125, you got to look out for this kid. Someday he's going to come up to 125 and trying to sabotage some of the guys' records. Now, let's talk a little bit about, just for fun of it. I know you're thinking about 125 as a pro. Do you have any opponent in your eye you kind of look into it, even though you are amateur right now?
Yeah, so I'm not turning pro just quite yet, but we're hoping either or later this year or early next year. But I do have one name in mind, and that's Brian Wilkinson, the Dread Pirate. So
where's he come from?
I think he's at Packering in Oakland, but I think he has about 6 fights right now. But I think I got his number. I think I got his number. So I'm hoping to make my debut against him. But
wow.
Anyway, we'll see when that time comes. I'll talk to my coaches. We'll sit down and we'll see what we can do.
Brian Wilkinson, huh? Wow, you already got a name out there. Now that's already one step ahead of everybody.
but I am focused on this fight ahead of me, and Ulysses Molina. He's a very good fighter, and I'm not looking past this one just yet.
Do you think this fight will go to distant?
I want to get a finish. I think I'm due for a finish. My last couple fights have been decisions. I think I'm due for a finish, and he's finished out this fight, so I want to get the finish. But if it's there, I'll take it. But
absolutely. Now, if people want to get a hold of you, buy tickets to watching you fight, how can people contact you?
So you can go on my Instagram, Ricky Lopez 135, or just Ricky Lopez on Facebook, and you'll find me. You can see my picture. It looks like probably me fighting on my profile picture or something. Yeah, and just send me a message, and we could meet up and get all these tickets sold.
Absolutely. Now, any sponsor, special training partner, coaches want to shout out to?
Oh, there's so many. I want to shout out, Travis Wilkins, my boxing coach. Jason Harrison, he's taking care of my strength and conditioning and Muay Thai. Tony Napierski with my jiu-jitsu. Sean Sharkey's just kind of looking over my whole camp, taking care of me. I want to shout out Christian Sharkey. Alexis Garcia has been a great sparring partner for me. Andy Vences, Angel Cordone Jr., they've been giving me the work in my boxing. So I've got a lot of great people at Fight Corps that are, just tuning me into getting into, just peak for this fight. And as far as sponsor goes, I want to shout out Winners Marketing. As a young up-and-coming entrepreneur, started his marketing company. So, if any businesses out there need help with their social media marketing, Winners Marketing is the guy to go to. If you're getting your hair cut in Martinez, you got to hit up T-Cuts because he'll hook you up. And I have a big one that they help me out with my nutrition and my meal preps, gomethodology.com. So they're in the Bay Area, but they're expanding everywhere. And so they'll take care of you for your meal prep needs.
Now, every interview, I always try to get some tip out of each athlete to share with all the MMA fight fans. For you, what do you like to do the most for your conditioning? Prepare for the fight.
So what we do is we do road work and we do very intense circuits. So like cardio circuits. So what I've been doing lately is we start off with a run. We do about a 3-mile run, and then we do a 45-minute circuit of just I think it's 45 seconds on and 30 seconds off, and you're just constant movement. And the more you're moving, the better shape your body's getting into, and being able to, especially for MMA, where eventually you're going to be fighting 5 rounds and possibly 5 fives. You're always moving. You can't ever slow down. And so that's what we're working on, is just keeping moving, and being used to pressing that pace.
So you're fighting 135 pounds, and because you're fighting at a show, it's professional, pro and amateur combined, so you guys get to weigh in the day before, not like some amateur shows that weigh in 12 o'clock noon and fight to 6 p.m. at night. So you guys got a day advantage weighing the day before. So what do you walk around weight right now?
Right now, let's just say I'm not too heavy, but the 24 hours does help a lot, because when you're going through a weight cut, you have to be dehydrated a little bit at some point. And so the 24 hours, it lets you be a little more dehydrated for a little less time, So I think that helps a lot, and I think I perform a little better under the 24 hour. Like my last 2 fights, I believe, were the same day weigh-ins, and I could kind of, it's not that it affected my performance anyway, but I could kind of feel the effects of the weight cut.
Absolutely.
And I think that the 24-hour weight cut helps out a lot, so it'll help me a lot for this fight.
And on top of that, we'll give you a little preparation to get used to when you turn pro, when you're fighting pro, and then the preparation diet, weight cut, the last 5, 6, 7 pounds water cut, very different than just weighing the same day and the fight the same night, So you walk around with like 150, 155?
Yeah, about 150, yeah.
150. It's not really that heavy, not a big cut at all. So now, if your opponent watching this interview, what do you have to say to him?
I just hope you're training hard, and I hope you come ready. I know he's game, so I don't think there's any problem there, but I hope he's training hard. and I hope I fight the best version of you come July 21st, because I'm always up for a challenge, and I'm ready for this one. So.
Fireworks.
Yeah,
Firework. July 21st, Dragon House 29. Now, this event is nationwide pay-per-view. So, worldwide. So, anybody want to order pay-per-view, watching your family, friends fighting on a card, even though you can't be present in the stadium, you can watch this event online, nationwide, and check it out, dragonhousemma.com, fight card layout, fighters update, all that is going to be on our website, and then order your pay-per-view voucher as well. Please subscribe our YouTube channel, giving us a little bit of love and support. I really appreciate it, and I'm Jung Lo again. We'll see you guys July 21st, Dragon House 29. One last shout out to any fight fans out there.
Yeah, just come out July 21st. It's going to be fireworks, and I'm excited for this one. You won't want to miss it.
Ricky Lopez, 19 years of young. It's going down, making a big showdown. Dragon House 29. Thank you. We'll see you guys out there. Good
Thank you.
on board.
Thank you.